President was talking about that until the black people around the world have a vested interest in the black people on the continent of Africa, people will continue to disrespect black people around the world. There's been just so much activity that's been happening. There's even been investment forums. A lot of people say, what, year of return is only parties and events, and it's like, no, that's not the case. Show people and talk to them about how you register a business in Ghana, what's required when you are a foreigner or you're a local or when you partner with someone. You know, Ghana Immigration even came to that to talk about work permits. So there's different events that are happening through the whole year. There's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Okay, so Ivy, my name is Niai.
Yes.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you
so much, and I'm happy finally we've met.
Yes.
I remember what brought us together, getting to know each other, and it's a little bit funny, but I thank God something happened, and then we got to know each other.
Yeah.
And we find ourselves to be in the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so can you introduce yourself to my people?
Sure. First of all, hello to all of the followers, subscribers, new people watching this channel. My name is Ivy Prosper. I have a YouTube channel as well, Ivy Prosper, and I work for Year of Return. I do have experience as a documentary film producer, writer, public speaker, and I am the social media manager and content creator for Year of Return, which is under Ghana Tourism Authority.
And she is going to brief us a lot. She's really having a lot of information about the Year of Return 2019. But how long have you been in Ghana?
I first moved to Ghana in 2011, and then I went back to Canada for a few years, and then I came back again in 2016. Wow. So I've been here since 2016.
But you know, people have this kind of question they always ask.
Yeah.
They wonder whether you're a Ghanaian.
I was born here, and I was raised in Canada. We left just before I turned 2 years old. So both my parents are Ghanaian. My father is from the Volta region. My mom is from the Eastern region. So this is a nice mix of Ewe and Achim.
But do you speak Ewe?
I don't speak Ewe, unfortunately. I didn't learn it.
Achim language?
Tree, I know. Yes.
So today, I just wanted to ask you, since you've been in Ghana, what is your general view about Ghana? You know, we've been making noise. Ghana is the gateway to Africa. A lot of people coming to Ghana, they say Ghana is very peaceful. What do you have to say about Ghana?
I mean, I agree that Ghana is a peaceful place. I think that it is a country that is one of the easier ones for people to come to compared to a lot of other African countries. I think that it is a place that I often say I have a love-hate relationship with. There's things I love and there's things that I hate. So there are some things that are challenging in this country, but what's great is because it's still like an emerging market with an economy that is, you know, it's growing. There's opportunity there for people if they really set their minds to doing something to be able to be successful. Because a lot of people forget that it's a young country. It's 62 years old. Countries like, you know, around the world, countries are over 100 years, 200 years. So they've had that foundation of going through struggles. Ghana's still going through its struggles. So there will be a point when things that are built now could end up becoming like huge successes. You know, because people look to America and talk about companies, but some of these companies have been in business for over 100 years, you know, and now they are like the company they are because of that foundation. And it could be the same here. Somebody could start something and then they could end up becoming a huge conglomerate 100 years from now, and it could be a legacy left for somebody's family. So I think that if you're interested in starting something that's developing and growing, it's a great place to be able to do something like that. If you're willing to be patient, because it doesn't happen overnight either.
So do you think it's a good idea for someone in diaspora to come to Ghana and invest?
I think it's a great idea if you are willing to take risks and if you're willing to understand that business isn't something that happens quickly. Like anywhere, when you start a business, you can't expect that it's going to be successful within a few months. And then you also have to know that because the systems here are not the same as they are in countries like the United States, you know, the UK, that you're going to have some challenges you face in the beginning stages related to systematic issues. So it takes a certain kind of person to be able to be patient enough to go through all of those growing pains. Yeah, growing pains.
Okay, so now to our main topic while we're here today. This year has been declared as the year of return 2019 by the government, and you have the opportunity to work with them. Can you really give us more information? Why the year of history? Why did the government decide to do the year of return?
Well, year of return is marking the 400-year anniversary of the first documented ship of enslaved Africans that arrived in the United States during the time when slavery was legalized slavery. So the president put the call out in September of 2018 when he made the announcement of Ghana declaring 2019 year of return, and it was directly in response to the United States putting legislation out marking that 400-year mark. And in that legislation, the intention was to recognize some of the difficulties that people in the African American community have experienced as a result of the slave trade and some of the laws that were anti-black laws that people are still suffering the repercussions of today because it's become so systematic that some people have views about people of color, views about people of African descent that hasn't changed, even though some laws have changed over the years. So in Ghana, in doing this, also we're saying we recognize it, and we recognize that Ghana played a big role in this because of the number of slave forts that are on the coast of Ghana, as well as some of the slave markets like the Senegal slave market that people came through, because people were taken from the north and all the way throughout and other parts of African countries that were just snatched and taken on this path that ended up at the coast of Ghana. So the president wanted to recognize that and then welcome people from the African diaspora globally to come to Ghana and see the history, learn about it. Because there's things that when you come you don't learn that were not in the history books. Because a lot of people who come, they're like, wow, some of the stuff I've learned, I never learned. It's not in the history book over there. And so in doing that, the people come, they learn, and then the hope is that outside of that, they experience other things in the country that make them love the country enough that they may come back regularly on holiday, or they may choose to invest, or they may choose to stay. Yeah, so there's different options of what they hope the outcome is. Yeah.
All right. Brightness here. Okay. So I think from the beginning of this year, we've seen a lot of American celebrities coming and a lot of prominent people coming. Can you just give us a little idea, like tell us the few people who have been here, Kujo and AJ and...
Yeah, so there have been a lot of celebrities who've been coming to Ghana, and basically it was like the big number that came in December of last year was sort of like the kickoff for a year of return, because Brisbane St. John and Boris Kojo, who both have Ghanaian roots, Boris's father is Ghanaian, and Bosma is Ghanaian. She was raised here for the beginning part of her life and then moved to the United States. The two of them have had a passion for Ghana and invited their friends to come and experience what they know about the country. And in doing that, it put a lot of hype on Ghana because they were tagging it, they called it the Full Circle Festival. They invited these people, it was invitation only. And so they kind of really helped to put a spotlight on Ghana. People who were abroad were sending me messages like, who's this? Why are they here in Ghana? Why is this person in Ghana? Why is that person in Ghana? And so it made people really think, Ghana is a place to go and visit for holiday. People who may have not thought about it before. So it helped with that in that respect for sure. Now, one of the things is a lot of these celebrities are coming to Ghana by their own choice. They're here at the year of return. Some of them here that people came during the month of December 2018, I think, oh wow, I think I want to go too. So yes, so a lot of them are making the choice to come. They come and then they reach out to year of return because they know that it's year of return. It's important to connect and find out what's going on. Is there anything they can contribute? Is there anything they need to know? So it's not, people think that year of return is paying for all these celebrities to be going to Ghana and paying for their accommodations, paying for their travels and all that. But that's not the case, These people are coming on their own. They're choosing that they want to come to Ghana, and then the synergy is there. because it's your return. You know, for example, Kofi Kingston had made the decision he wanted to come to Ghana. He came. His team reached out to us, and we collaborated with them. And you know, because we're under Ghana Tourism Authority, we have the ability to, you know, help them with things they may not, you know, be able to know. Because when you have never been to Ghana or you haven't lived here, sometimes there's things that you just don't know when you're trying to book something. Yeah, so there's a lot of logistics that is going to help facilitate some of their journey, and you know, something as simple as helping them get a bus to get around, or some other things that, you know, Ghana Tourism Authority definitely supports with and helping them with do those kinds of things. But it's not a case of additional, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars. Because people think that, but that's not the case.
People are thinking it's the government that pays for their accommodation, like invites them to come. And thank you so much for clearing that. Yeah,
and as a matter of fact, there's a whole bunch of those celebrities coming again in December. It's on the year return calendar as Full Circle Festival. So that's how they've launched it. It's an invitation only group of people who are going to be traveling together. And they have a sponsor. You know, they have sponsors that are supporting their trip. It's not something where Year of Return is funding them, you know. So it's a very exciting time to know that some of these people are interested in even coming to Ghana in the first place.
Okay, so the Year of Return, I think there's a big program coming on in December 2019. What is it all about?
Well, a lot of people think that it's like one big program that's coming up, but this has been the whole entire year. There's been activities every single month. Like even this weekend, right now the Womane Festival is happening in Womane. Yeah, me and I don't speak Ghana. Yeah, I don't speak Ghana, so I'm like Womane. Okay, so so that's happening right now, and it has been endorsed as a Year of Return festival this year. Also, there was the
is the one that's Kolegono?
Yeah, really, yeah. Our team was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Someone told me, I was like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah, we were there.
How did you know? They started last year. You know, they brought that thing up just after a week of Charlie Water. You know, I covered Charlie Water. I did a video about it.
So, and then also the Akria Pim Festival, the Ojiwa Akria Pim, that was also tagged under Year of Return this year as well. Yeah, so that was also this past week. Coming up this week is World Tourism Day is on the 27th.
I saw that in your post.
Yes, and so for Year of Return, we are also partnering with Ghana Tourism Authority. There's activities happening like paragliding, you know, there's stuff happening in Kumasi. There's all kinds of things that are under Year of Return. Like last month, there was the Grand Durbar, the NAACP, which is, for people who are watching and don't know, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, which is an organization which is over 100 years old, and their mandate was about supporting people of color and empowering them, because during the time they started, there was still a lot of segregation in the United States. So anyway, so they came to Ghana. There was a Durbar that happened, and it was celebrating their arrival in Ghana. The president was there. They got to meet chiefs and queen mothers in Jamestown. There was also a gala dinner that happened. They traveled to Cape Coast. There was also,
I think Danny Glover also.
Yeah, Danny Glover joined them. Yes, he came as well. And you know, there's been just so much activity that's been happening. There's even been investment forums. A lot of people say, what, Year of Return is only parties and events, and it's like, no, that's not the case. There have been investment forums that have happened. Our office is at the Accra Tourist Information Center, and in there are conference rooms where events have happened. So there was a couple of different things that happened. One was for real estate investment. People came, learned about investing in land in Ghana. There was also a business one where people came and learned about collaborating with people from the diaspora. So there was a man who, you know, he produces coffee, and he produced coffee from Angola, but he decided he wanted to come to Ghana and see what's here in Ghana, because his mandate now is investing in African countries. And so this forum brought people who are here in Ghana, as well as people who are abroad, to come together and see how they can work together in business. The Ghana Investment Promotion Center was there on hand to show people and talk to them about how you register a business in Ghana, what's required when you are a foreigner or you're a local or when you partner with someone. Ghana Immigration even came to that to talk about work permits. So there's different events that are happening through the whole year. There's a lot. There's a lot happening. There's a youth and tourism coming up. There's so many different things that people think it's one event, but it's the whole year. There's things that have been going on.
Just a 1 year, like a one big event. And was the how do you call it? AJ held the master class.
That was also part of Year of Return. AJ Johnson, for those who don't know, is an actress. She's best known for her role in the movie House Party and Baby Boy. Now she's a motivational speaker and a life coach. And she came to Ghana with a Full Circle Festival in December last year. And she fell in love with Ghana. She's come to Ghana 5 times.
5 times?
Yes, on her own, because she loves Ghana so much.
Wow.
You see that?
She said she's planning to start making movies here in Ghana.
So she started something called the Bridge Zone, and her mandate is all about bridging the gap between the African diaspora and people here. So she held a master class in Kumasi as well as in Accra, and she brought the president of TV1, which is a TV station. Yes, which is a TV station in the U.S. and they came, to share ideas and talk about working in the industry. So that's another example of a Year of Return. There's also community service projects. So the Omega Sci-Fi is a group of men who are part of what they call the Greek lettered fraternities.
So you were saying something about AJ. As connected to the Year of Return.
Yeah, so AJ is an example of a person who's like a legacy from Year of Return, because she came, she fell in love with the country, and now she has made it her mission to do something to bridge the gap. She's been here 5 times. She started the Bridge Zone. She's using her knowledge from working in the film industry in America to teach people here in Ghana some of the skills that they may not know or they may not have access to. So that's an example of a lasting legacy, because once she's able to teach some of the people here what they know, those people have knowledge now that they can pass on to someone else, and then that someone else can pass it on to someone else, and so on. Yeah, so it's all about sharing the knowledge that you have from over there. And a lot of people who come back to Ghana, like me and other people I know, we don't have to be here. We could just stay over there and live our lives, go into your job 9 to 5, whatever it may be, because the system works. Because here, although there's a lot of positives, it's still a developing country, so there's still some challenges in the way that the system operates. But people come because they also have a vision of, I want to share what I know here. I want to use my skills to develop here. So a lot of people come here for that reason too, because they want to also be part of the change. Change doesn't happen from being away. Change happens when you're able to come on the ground and do stuff. And if you can't come, because we do understand, you could be married, you have kids, you have a life. It's hard for you to just uproot yourself and move somewhere else, right? So it's not something that you expect everybody to do, but some people have been able to do certain things. So like, for instance, I know someone who comes and she goes to a school every time she comes to Ghana. She gives them different things, she teaches them different things, and so that's her way of giving back. So everyone has what it is that they do or what they feel they can contribute to the society at large. Yeah.
This is so much interesting. It's very interesting and very informative. But my last question, do you think Ghana is ready for the Year of Return 2019?
Well, I mean, the year is almost over. We're now in September. It's been going on, and Ghana has managed to handle people coming, right?
I just want to. I'm just imagining if let's say maybe a lot of people decide to come to Ghana and stay.
Yeah.
Can we host them? Is it only in Accra? What about the other regions?
Well, when it comes to the other regions, I think it's important that that there's development that happens, because a lot of people also, when they've moved from a developed country, they want to move and still have some of the amenities that they're used to. So that's why people go to Accra, because they know that they'll get some of the things that they're used to getting easier than some of the other areas. However, there are people who are happy to move to other regions. I think that it's about talking about what's available in those other areas. So it depends on the industry someone's in. So if someone's in agriculture, it may not be in their best interest to be in Accra. They should be somewhere else, in the eastern region, in the northern region, wherever it may be that their agriculture of certain things grow, they may need to go to those areas, I know somebody who does work in the Brongahafa region, somebody who does work in the northern region, in Tamale. So you have those options based on what the person's career choice is.
Okay.
So yeah, we do need to talk more about other areas. I know that's one of the things I want to do on my videos.
Okay.
I want to start, once Year of Return is over, since I'm committed to a lot of things right now, I want to start exploring more of Ghana. I have been all over Ghana. I only haven't been to Upper East and Upper West for other work I was doing before, but I would like to now go on my own and explore and use it for my YouTube channel to share with people my experiences.
She has a YouTube channel. I'll put the link down there so that you go subscribe to her channel.
Yes.
She has some great, amazing content, and it's been an awesome time being with her. But
yeah, the sun is setting.
Yes. So you made mention of something. You were saying something. You said the president says something about until blacks are being respected everywhere.
Oh yeah. When the cameras were off, we were talking about I don't have the exact quote, but the president was talking about that until the black people around the world have a vested interest in the black people on the continent of Africa, people will continue to disrespect black people around the world. So blacks need to be invested in what's happening on the continent in order for it to rise, so that everywhere else black people also rise, because then their level of respect is increased around the world. But he did say something to that effect. I don't have the exact quote, but that's the context of what he was saying, to let people know why it's important for people in the African diaspora to be interested in countries like Ghana and other countries on the continent.
All right.
Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I was really enjoying your conversation. I wish we could talk and talk and talk, but guys, time is not on our side, and it's getting dark.
It is.
So we have to wrap it up here. But definitely, I'll bring her again on my channel.
Oh yeah.
And we have other things that we'll talk to. So please, guys, show her some love and subscribe to her channel. I'll put the link there, so you go and show her some love. Thank you so much for staying glued to my channel, and I love you guys. It's all about Ghana to the world. Stay glued to my channel. Peace out. Ola Bawo. See you guys.